let's slow down for a second and let me school you on some essentials you probably aren't thinking about yet. The way I see it, there are two categories of bike essentials. The common sense items like your helmet, which we'll get into, and the motorcycling essentials that, well, don't get talked about quite enough. The real game changers that'll keep you safe, sound, and maybe even a little stylish. Alright, let's kick things off with the obvious one. Gear, helmet, jacket, gloves. Yeah, we get it. I've done videos on these before. But here's the deal. What about those little things you don't always think about? I'm talking earplugs, my dude. Earplugs. Hear me out. I know what you're thinking. Earplugs? Is this guy serious? But trust me, after a couple of long highway rides, your brain will be begging you for some peace and quiet. Wind noise is brutal, especially once you hit 60 miles per hour. You think you're cruising, but in reality, your brain is doing a full-on workout just to filter out that constant whoosh in your head. With earplugs, it's like you've entered the Matrix. You can still hear the important stuff. Horns, engine noises, maybe even the occasional catcall from some pedestrian who thinks they're cool, but all that high-pitched wind screech, gone, son. Your focus is on point, and your ride, smooth as butter. Trust me on this. Alright, moving on. You've got your helmet, gloves, and earplugs. But here's the next piece of the puzzle. Security. Like, let's be real, unless you're parking your bike inside a concrete bunker, someone is going to try to steal it. Enter the brake disc lock. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Who would steal my bike? It's not like I'm riding a rare Ducati. Well, let me tell you something. Thieves don't care. They'll take whatever they can get. But with a brake disc lock, it's like putting a steel wall around your bike. Sure, it's small, but it's mighty. If anyone even breathes near your bike, this thing lets out a sound so loud, it'll make your neighbors think an earthquake's coming. Yeah, they'll hear that and run faster than a rat in a trap. But what if you don't have a garage to stash your bike in? Do you just leave it out in the open, hoping it won't get stolen? Hell no, old son. You need a motor tent or a really high-quality cover. Roll it in, zip it up, and boom! Your bike's protected from the elements. Plus, it's a lot harder for thieves to scope out what they're trying to steal. Now, here's where I get controversial. Why the hell are you not using this stuff already? We're talking basic safety and peace of mind here, and some of y'all are still acting like, I'll be fine, I don't need a lock. Newsflash, you do. Okay, I'm not here to lecture you, but these essentials are game changers. We're talking earplugs, security, and protection for your bike. All for less than the price of a tank of gas, especially if you drive a big old truck like me and everyone else down here in Georgia. But what else do you need? I'm glad you asked. Let's get to the fun stuff. Maintenance tools. You're gonna need them, even if you don't know how to change your oil yet. Look, I'm not saying you should start ripping apart your bike like a DIY mechanic, but having a basic toolkit on hand is a must. When that clutch lever starts to feel off, or you need to adjust your mirrors, it's not the time to wish you had the right tools. Also, pro tip, your bike probably came with a tiny toolkit under the seat. But let's be real, it's probably not the greatest. You'll need a real toolkit with everything from a spanner wrench to a torque wrench. Trust me, it's better to have it than be stuck on the side of the road wishing you had it. Speaking of tools, here's one you'll never hear in those must-have gear videos. It's the secret sauce that keeps your bike looking fresh while saving you from hours of scrubbing off bugs when they stick to your bike like they're in a committed relationship. And last but not least, so get a freaking camera. I'm talking a cheap action camera, not some GoPro that costs more than your bike. If something goes down, whether it's an accident, a close call, or some idiot trying to cut you off, you'll have the footage to back up your story. And the best part? It's not just for insurance, it's also your personal riding coach. Watching your footage later can show you all the little things you missed. In my case, leaving your blinker on constantly. So, there you have it, my friends. Helmet, gloves, earplugs, maintenance tools, polish, and a camera as your essentials to make your riding life safer, smoother, and way more enjoyable. Drop a comment below if you already use any of these, or if you've got your own hidden gems to share. Cheers!